hearing from Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Upadeshamrita. Yes. Questions and the answers of Srila Param Gurudev. The question is, what is the duty of a Vaishnava? So Srila Srimad Mahaprabhu remarks about practices of Vaishnavas, that householders by savings and the renounced persons by begging alms, both of them should necessarily serve the Supreme Lord or make pursuit of Krishna consciousness. Making both ends meet for both their lives is subjective to divine service. That is why the dependability of the Godhead is a most for everyone, or is a must for everyone. Just as all the senses organs become active for the maintenance of the body. But if any organ showing indifference, exhibit averseness to the act of maintenance of the body, then the body suffers damage to a little extent. When the aspirants for well-being are aware of this, then the service of Hari, Guru and Vaishnava, kindness for jivas, for all the souls, and the devotional service to the chanting of the holy names of the Lord become simultaneous duty to them. It's a very good example given here by Srila Prabhupada. It's with the body, and the body is alive and should be healthy. Then all the organs, all the parts of the body must work together. If one organ is not healthy or get sick, then some disturbance may come in the life of this person. So if the same way, if the devotees all the time, whatever they do, focus on the satisfaction of the Supreme, then we become spiritually, then we are healthy. If we do mix it up with mundane topics, mundane activities, our spiritual body, our soul may get disturbed, or maybe our service or our connection with Supreme is disturbed or is broken or will break down. So this is the duty of a Vaishnava, to whatever he may do, it is always involved, should be involved, or it should not be separated from Krishna consciousness or conscious of the Supreme Lord. Then the organs stay healthy. If some disease comes by separating ourselves, then our spiritual life will come to we get misunderstanding, we get not, purity will get lost, and we may think the wrong thing is the right thing. So this we should remember. Maybe it is very good to increase our Krishna consciousness, to become conscious of God all the time. If the Lord vanishes, or we cannot be conscious, whatever activity may be, even if you work on the altar, if you do some whatever puja or something, it is not our spiritual consciousness may be disturbed, there's a disease. And of materialists, all the organs may be disturbed, spiritual, taking this example. So we are not able to catch, we cannot dance on two marriages, We cannot enjoy this material world that we are the kings and we are the doers and we are the enjoyers. And at the same time, we cannot, it is not going together. Be conscious that everything belongs to Him, everything is enjoyed by Him. If I satisfy Him, I will be satisfied and saved. Yes, we have to, beginning, we have to try as best as we can, and it will increase and we will get taste. And then we can taste, we feel very uncomfortable when we are getting in contact with the external energy. It may not be, it is a kind of disease. There's another question. Is there any question on this topic? The names of Sri Hari and Sri Hari, the same substance? Are the names of Sri Hari and Sri Hari the same substance? So, Prabhupada says on this. I don't know if he's very advanced, who was asking now. It seems like this. We will hear what Prabhupada says. Are the names of Sri Hari and Sri Hari the same substance? Srila Prabhupada says, Sri Hari Ram and the Godhead, Sri Hari, are not two separate entities. The only substance. Good question. I don't know if anybody would ask such question here. Shinam and Nami named are non-different. So if I say Krishna, then Krishna is not the form, the lila, Everything is not different from him. And I can, such devotee like our Param Gurudev, our Gurudev, for them it's non-different. He's swimming in an ocean of Krishna nectar. So that's because they always chanting the name. They always remember. By means of mercy of the Lord, the holy name, form, qualities, the feature of associates and pastime become manifest in the very divine names and establishes jivas by keeping them separate from feelings of outer material world. This, for real devotees, these words are like balsam, you know what? It's like medicine, it's like nectar. So everything becomes manifest pastimes, features of associates, the quality, forms. This means mantra. This means mantra gendered not by the lips, lip tip. Mantra gendered from the heart. Names of Narayan, Krishna, the Lord, unlimited names. But they all have this power. That time a conditioned soul stands shorn of other thoughts or mental restlessness. You will make an all-out prayer to Srinam so that Srinam may bestow mercy on you. Anyone experience with restless mind? Even with chanting, their mind is very gross. Is remembering the pastimes of the Lord round the clock is not a job in the state of unwanted desires. While chanting the holy names, the opportunity of hearing and recollecting comes. At that very time, realization of the service of pastimes round the clock is possible. One should not remember the pastimes around the clock in an artificial manner. So this is what so-called sahajiyas, bhakta sahajiyas, who take it very easy. They think artificially you can imagine the pastimes of the Lord. This is not the real thing. Service, when we do it, we do everything to please the Lord with this consciousness. I just now, before I came down, I have to put my clothes together. Today's month. I was washing my clothes, so now they are dry, I put together, and I thought, then I try to do it as a service to the Lord. This belongs to my duties here in this world. And I feel very comfortable. If you let go your mind, then you're not conscious what you're doing. You're not conscious for why you're doing it. It's just to lost time. It's just uh, for nothing, you know. It's just the mind, we taking shelter on the mental platform, what the mind tells us what can be the next activities and enjoyment. And this is like uh, our spiritual body becomes affected, like the material body. If one organ is not properly cared for, it will hurt the whole body. It will become a problem. So one should not remember the pastimes round the clock in an artificial way, artificial manner. It is also not possible, because it is just artificial manner. You imagine something and you cannot do it more than 1 minute, 50 seconds. All 24 hours. One should not remember the pastimes around the clock. Means constantly. It is not possible. It will be possible only for those who are able to. Because if you do something for the Lord, it is for those who are qualified. It is such a fulfilling, it is such a completeness, or such kind of satisfaction we can experience. You cannot get this in this world, in this mountain. That's just the difference. Artificially, you may chant, you may do kirtan, you may serve, but the mind is wandering in whole universe. This is not the real, what is meant. The pastime will manifest when we are sincere. All these things, Krishna will become reality in your life. Or God will become. He is already the reality is God. Nothing is outside of Him. What we are running away. We turn our head to this charming outside world. But in reality, today I got some vision to see this world. And I thought on hell and heaven. And both things belong to the same. As long as I want to be the enjoyer, I'm not able to enter the most high understanding or the relation with the Lord. It's not possible. It is all artificial. But of course, we in the beginning, we have to do like this. We have to start. And there's another question. Is a devotee adorable? Who is the protector of the devotee? So this also we will realize step by step. Anybody fully confident that the Lord will always protect him? Even rich or aristocratic person tortures a destitute devotee, then Nrsimhadev will take remedial measures. Even a rich or aristocratic person tortures a destitute devotee, then the Shingadev will take remedial measures. Lord Shingadev will focus on this person. The Shingadev is one form of the Supreme Lord. He is very fearful to those who live in the material plane because they are performing sinful things. So if one, even she may be rich or aristocratic, but she tortures a devotee, then the Shingadev will take remedial measures. He will focus on those who have taken shelter of the devotional service amongst the high and low castes are the objects of our spiritual honor and adoration. Opposing casteism in Vaishnava is an offense. So there is not this seeing like the materialistic brahmanas or so-called devotees. You have to be a brahmana to understand spiritual life, or to chant Hare Krishna, or to understand the most intimate relation to the highest. So one should not see in a Vaishnava that he is a low-class person or a higher class, or a king or a brahmana, whatever he is. He may be a demon or he may be a devotee, even if he comes from the lowest class of men. And when he develops his spiritual life or become real devotee, then he is far above all others. He may be a king, or he may be the most powerful person in the universe. He is committing offense against this person because he is far above and beyond his understanding. So this so Nrsingadev, he in the form as God in the form of Lord Nrsingadev, he may destroy him. This kind of person who think that I am higher position and he cannot be higher than me because I am. Even in the devotee society happens. I am old devotee, you young devotee, what do you want to tell me? But this we should be very careful, We do not know who is who. As long as we not have a vision or eyes to see who is who, we have to be very careful. So those who make this mistake and that thinking in a mundane conception, they are not devotees and they are offenders. So this is a very dangerous thing. We should always remember this. Oh, what is the difference between the divine world and the material world? Anybody can tell me? What is Satchitananda? But do we know what is Satchitananda? Why we are in the material world? Why we going to work here? Yes, it could be. What is the difference between the divine world and the material world? Srila Prabhupada says, transcendental realm is supremely relishable, root substance. And this is substance where everything comes from, the root. The non-spiritual world is its mean shadow. So the material world where we are living, it is just a shadow from the real world. Shadow means it is a reflection or it is temporary, like a dream. It is not eternal. We have no understanding of eternity. Our mind cannot catch this. Because everything where we are living, where we are moving, it is temporary. Whatever we want to enjoy in this world, whatever we are seeing, it is temporary. We are not placed on the level of eternity now. We have not realized. The non-spiritual world is its mean shadow. The difference is that there is no obstacle of the lump of non-spiritual object to the activities of the senses in the spiritual world. So there is no obstacles of the lump of non-spiritual object world. Non-spiritual object of the activities of the senses in the spiritual world. Although there is similarity between the spiritual eternal qualities and the non-spiritual world in respect of variegatedness. The non-spiritual world is the perverted, reflected shadow of the spiritual world. The substances subject to time, the feeling of joy, and many kinds of wants overshadow the climb. Time and objects like shadow. The spiritual world is eternal, devoid of non-spiritual entity, all auspicious, pleasant, variegated, crowned with all eternal qualities, and ever eternal blissful. But in the non-spiritual world, many kinds, meanness, non-usefulness, wants, etc., create obstacles to our need. We all realize all these words in our day-to-day life. So this gross material world, everything what we are receiving through our gross senses, this is not the real, our real home, the real world. This will not survive. It is only coming and going. But for those who are living this material world, it is the reality of the material world, of the shadow world. but actually has no, it is just that we try to enjoy some things, our past activities, and we have to go again, have to die, at least the body has to die. We as a soul, we are not able, will never die. But we also, it takes a very long time for us to realize who we are. Like dreaming, we identify with one person, we see other persons who attack us or who want to enjoy, you want to enjoy something in dream life. But when you wake up, everything is gone. That's because of this we call it dream. But from the spiritual point, by the Shastras, this gross material life we are experiencing now is also a dream. It's at the beginning, we identify with something we are not, because if this would be eternal, and all this what we are seeing by this material eyes is eternity, then it would be a spiritual world. But everything we can perceive through our material senses is temporary, is like a dream. In a dream, you are not conscious what time is, how time is gone. They say that it's only a few seconds sometimes, but you think it takes a long time. It is just a different feeling of time. In a mental platform, everything can go very fast, and still we receive it as a long time. This is also time in this material world. We say 100 years we live approximately. But it is compared to higher living beings on the higher planetary systems, heaven. It is just a moment. We are staying here, and then we are waking up. Oh my God, nobody wants to come back. There's even they write this, you've got experience, near-death experience, they call it. They got in a place they feel not coming back, many of them, most of them. Sometimes they were afraid because of their past activities. They will be guided and they will be sent back. In the same way, we will go there, we will come from, but we have still desire to enjoy this gross matter. We have to come back. Scientists, this secret understanding is not available for them because you cannot measure it by any machine in this material world. It's not about consciousness or spiritual life. It cannot be even experienced by materialistic people. They are not able to understand. They can get an idea perhaps, but only pure souls are able, they move in the eternal world, and they can, speaking from this plane, and they are telling us, and the Vedas and Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and so many Shastras, They are thousands of years old, and this knowledge was given or written down according to history. It may be 5,000 years before. They were just remembering. They could had very pure mind. There was not this madness in the mind nowadays. You feed the mind with information from the mobile, and your mind is contaminated. You do not know anyone anymore who you are, what is going on really. Everything is just cheating level. And they become also cheated themselves. But if you meet such a person who is pure, you cannot cheat them. You cannot. It is because the Lord is omniscient, and His pure devotees, they have the same qualities also. So this is a secret that materialists will not understand it. They are just going on with their activities to become the king and the emperor of whatever exists in this world. You can dream in this world as you want. But the thing is, one day you have to go. And what it help? Your dream has an end. And you will not get the chance, perhaps, to continue your dream. You may pay the price for misuse your free will. Anything to say on? Otherwise we close here. Jai Sri Param Gurudev Sintalila Bhavistam Vishnupara Paramahamsa Vicharya Stota Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Gide. Jai Sri Gurudev Nitalila Bhavistam Vishnupara Paramahamsa Vicharya Stota Sata Sri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Buri Goswami Maharaj Gide. Nitai Guru Pramanti Manchakalpatarubhyascha Aditam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah.